My dear students, I hope you read the previous topics that we have discussed. Today we will quickly recapitulate about types of heat transfer. Then we will continue with our new topics. Previously we learnt about conduction and convection. They are the mode of heat transfer. Today we are also going to discuss about radiation. So conduction is the process by which the heat is transferred in a solid body from one part to the other. That is known as conduction. Certain conditions in which conduction will occur, like there should be contact between the two objects, there must be difference in the temperature, and it will occur only in case of solid. Students, now look at here. We have already discussed about the activity number 4.8 and activity number 4.9. So, convection of heat takes place in case of fluids, that is liquid, and as well as in case of gas, and involves the movement of matter from hot region to cooler region. We have already seen it in case of those activities. So, in convection, heat is carried by air or liquid. There is also a third way by which heat is transferred from a hotter body to a cooler body. And most importantly, this kind of heat transfer doesn't need any medium between the two bodies. All hot object radiates heat to the surrounding. Heat from the sun comes to us by radiation process. It travels through millions of kilometers in space to reach the air. When the heat fall on any object, some of the heat is absorbed and then again it radiates to the surrounding. Means all hot bodies radiate heat. Did you observe that a cloudy night is hotter than a clear night? Do you know why? Because of clouds, heat cannot escape our atmosphere. That is why heat again radiate back to the earth as cloud cover the sky, and the temperature of the atmosphere will increase. Breeze is caused due to the difference in heat. Let us find out the cause of land breeze and sea breeze. In day, land is hotter than the sea. So warm air goes from land to the sea and cool air goes from the sea to the land. This is known as the sea breeze. At night, it is exactly the opposite because water cools down more slowly than the land. That is why there will be warm air above the sea and the air above the land will be cooler. So that is why the cool air of the land moves towards the sea, and this is called the land breeze. Let's move to our next topic, that is some examples of radiation. So dark and dull surfaces are good absorbers, while the white and bright surfaces, they are good reflectors. That means black surface will absorb more heat energy while the white surface will reflect more heat energy. Some important application of radiation in our daily life are given here. As we have already learned that white and light colored clothes are more suitable in summer because they absorb very little amount of sun's heat and thus keep our bodies cool. But dark colored clothes are more suitable in winter because they absorb most of the radiant heat of the sun and keep us warm. And this phenomena is elaborated in activity number 4.10 and activity number 4.11. So read it once again from here. Our next topic is why woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. As we know, air is an insulator. That is why woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. Look at the picture. Between our body and the outer air, in far many convection loops formed. these are actually air pockets. So it traps the air and keep it circulating. Like this, it is shown in the picture. As you can see, the fur is trapping the air and air is an insulator. So what happened here? The trapped air in the wool locks the heat and won't let it escape from our body. So this is how woolen clothes don't let the heat escape from our body and keep us warm. Next we will learn about that it is possible to construct buildings that are not affected much by heat and cold outside. This can be done by constructing outer walls of building so that they have trapped layer of air. One way of doing this is to use the hollow brick, which are available these days. The air, which is a poor conductor, we know that. So it will be trapped in between the hollow bricks layer so that it acts as a barrier and won't let the heat escape from the interiors of the house. Next is, in winters it is warmer if we use 2 thin blankets instead of 1 thick blanket. Do you know why? This is because 2 thin blankets have a layer of warmer air trapped between them, which does not happen with a thick blanket. And as we know that this layer of trapped heat is a great insulator and keep us warmer when compared to a thick blanket. So we can say that air insulation has many prominent purposes in our everyday life. Let us again summarize this chapter at a glance. So, there are 3 ways in which heat can flow from one body to another. These are conduction, convection, and radiation. In solids, generally the heat is transferred by conduction. Liquid and gases, the heat is transferred by convection, and no medium is required for transfer of heat by radiation. This is all for today, students. So read this chapter very carefully. Alright student, thank you.